Just then we heard the sound of a horse on the road. Mrs. Joe and Uncle Pumblechook were returning from market. The carriage arrived, and in a rush of cold air, they were in the kitchen. "Now," said Mrs. Joe, excitedly throwing off her cloak, "if this boy isn't grateful tonight, he never will be." "She's offering the boy a great opportunity," agreed Pumblechook. Trying to look grateful, I looked at Joe, making the word "she" with my lips. He clearly did not know either. "You were speaking of a she," he said politely to them. "She is a she, I suppose," Mrs. Joe replied crossly. "Unless you call Miss Havisham a he. And even you wouldn't do that." "The rich Miss Havisham, who lives all alone in the big house in town?" asked Joe. "There aren't any other Miss Havishams that I know of. She wants a boy to go and play there. She asked Uncle Pumblechook if he knew of anyone, and Uncle Pumblechook, thinking of us, as he always does, suggested this boy. And what's more, Uncle Pumblechook, realizing that this boy's fortune may be made by going to Miss Havisham's, has offered to take him into town tonight in his carriage, and let him sleep in his own house, and deliver him tomorrow to Miss Havisham's. And just look," she cried, catching hold of me. "Look at the dirt on this boy." I was washed from top to toe in Mrs. Joe's usual violent manner, and handed over, in my tightest Sunday clothes, to Mr. Pumblechook. In the carriage taking me into town, I cried a little. I had never been away from Joe before, and I had no idea what was going to happen to me at Miss Havisham's. Mr. Pumblechook seemed to agree with my sister that I should be punished as much as possible, even when eating. And so for breakfast next morning, he gave me a large piece of bread with very little butter, and a cup of warm water with very little milk, and insisted on checking my learning. "What's 7 and 13, boy?" he continued, testing me all through breakfast. "And 9? And 11?